What's going on, everyone? MikeO back doing another SGC grading reveal video. I have 26 cards here. They're from a bulk submission that was sent out in September of 2020. It was completed in December of 2020 and arrived back to me in January of 2021. Bit of a delay from the United States Postal Service, which is, of course, been commonplace over the last month or two. So 26 cards here. It's a mix of modern and vintage, little pre-war mixed in as well. 26 cards, and what's a little bit different about this submission is that something I typically don't do but would love to have more time to do. I actually wrote down grades, expected grades, or what I thought they would get. So we'll take a look and kind of compare how they did with this order. I'm pretty tough on cards typically. If I were to become a grader, I feel like a lot of the people submitting wouldn't be too happy because I'd be fairly strict on certain things. So let's take a look. This is something that I would like to do more of in the future. I just don't know. It kind of depends on how much time you have to kind of do that record keeping. Of course, while you're evaluating your cards, you can have an idea, but I just typically don't write it down. All right, so let's get started. We start off with a 1969 Globe Imports of Johnny Callison. So this is a card I picked up and wanted to get slabbed just to have in the Phillies collection. Love to have stuff slabbed up. Different examples through the years, different cards that came out. And I got the idea from Rick Oddball Cards. So Rick, appreciate it. So the grade I marked down for this was a 5, and it received a 5.5. So excellent plus. So fairly close there. Not perfectly cut, and these are smaller cards and paper thin and such, but they're cool. So happy to get that one back in a grade that I expected. I do have one more, and it's a 69 Globe Imports Richie Allen. And this one received a 7 near mint, and that's what I had marked down. I had it down as a 7. So spot on with that one. Put these to the left. It would be much easier. All right. Next card, 1919-21 W514, number 92, George Whitted, hand cut. It received an authentic, and that is what I wrote down as well. Had it down as an authentic. Yet another example of a card that just I thought would look better, be enhanced visually in the slab, in the black tux, and that's what it was, authenticated. That's all you can expect when a chunk of the card is missing. All right, here's a cool card. This is one I've had in my collection since 1998. Again, decided, I know in the past I thought about getting this card graded, never pulled the trigger, and finally did. And I'm happy I did, just because it's a cool card. 1998 Upper Deck, number 681A, Mike Piazza, featured in a Florida Marlins uniform. I believe the other one features him in the Mets uniform back in the day when he was traded, shockingly, to the Marlins. Spent about a week there before being moved to the New York Mets. Of course, late in his career, he ended up bouncing around a little bit with San Diego and Oakland, but like at the time it was like, whoa, Mike Piazza's on the Marlins. It was just such a weird trade, and just thought it was always a cool card. So this received a 9.5 mint plus. I had it down as a 9. I was a little strict with it, but generally if I marked as a 9, I thought there's wiggle room, half grade each way. So I mean, with most of my grades, that was the expectation. And these are tough cards. A lot of foil, easily could be scratched and scuffed and stuff like that. But that's a cool card that I look forward to hanging on to. All right, we got a 1971 Topps Tom Seaver. This received authentic. Man, it looks beautiful, looks great. And it received authentic because I also thought it would be authentic. Just wanted to get it slabbed. This card was recolored at some point. There's definitely evidence of recoloring. You'd have to look at it out of the holder a little bit or closer up, but unfortunately, I picked this one up at one point and said, damn, that looks real good. and then eventually you realize, oh, I know why it looks real good. 71 top. Sometimes they can be too good to be true. Didn't pay a lot for it, so not a big deal. Got it with a bunch of other 71s that were fine. And it doesn't even mean that someone recolored it to be mischievous or to manipulate the value. Back in the day, that was kind of commonplace, just to make cards look better, because generally, if you do an okay job, they will look better, but obviously it kind of interferes with the integrity of the card. But, it's still a sweet looking card that, I'm happy to have. All right, we got a 1951 Bowman, or 1950 Bowman, I should say, Mike Guerra for the Philadelphia Athletics. Just a big fan of the catching cards, specifically from those old school Bowman cards. It just looks sweet. I think I got this one in a set break or something, and when I get the old Bowman cards, 50, 51, I always just like to get them slabbed. So I have a variety of them, either PSA or SGC. Doesn't really matter too much either way. I had this down as a 2. It received a 2.5, so right there does have the staining in the back, but overall pretty clean card. So cool one there. All right, we have a 1940 play ball. Bad News Hale. Love the play ball. 40 and 41, both awesome. This one received a 2.5. Good plus. I had it down as a 3, so a little lower than I expected. But again, when you're coming up with these potential grades, you're gonna be right in the ballpark. Half a grade either way really isn't a big deal at all. So another card that just looks awesome in the tux. Got a 1950 Bowman Del Ennis, 2.5, good plus. I had this down as a 3, so once again, just down a half grade. Does have a bit of an ugly mark there on the back, but these cards obviously going to show wear after time. Corners are rarely sharp, but if you have clean color, that's always nice. Obviously some surface issue there over the right shoulder as well, but nice card. And now we will morph into modern / ultra modern. I guess this would typically be a modern. So this one did a little better than I anticipated. 2016 Topps Chrome Trevor Story rookie card. This received a 10 gem mint. I had it down as a 9, so I saw a little flaw that I thought would bring it down a little bit. I probably looked at it and said this is at least a 9, possibly a 9.5, but didn't expect the 10 and did get the 10. So the flaws with a lot of these cards, these Chrome cards from the late 2010s, is just very minor. Sometimes it could be the slightest of surface marks that you can only see from one angle in a light. I mean, from the naked eye, aren't visible. You do have problems with Chrome cards. You do have to watch for severe scratching, for off-center, rarely corner issues, but I've seen Chrome cards come creased out of the pack and such before as well. But most of them should be 9.5s, 10s, some 9s mixed in. Here's another one around where I said I had it marked down as a 9. Matt Chapman from 2017 Topps Chrome Update. This guy's a good player. This is a pretty tough card to come by. Not a mass-produced set. Chrome Update over the years. Recent years has been Target exclusives. Production has definitely been ramped up in recent years, but isn't something you could get in a complete set or something. So 9.5 mint plus. Overall, happy with that. We've got a 2018 Topps Rafael Devers rookie. Topps paper. Sometimes, Topps paper is definitely increasing in popularity, but sometimes I think it's a better buy than the Chrome. Sometimes the Chrome cards go for a little more. People are obsessed with Chrome, but the paper ones can be a little more difficult to grade, in my opinion, typically speaking. A little more issues for chipping and corner wear, but 9.5 mint plus on the Devers Topps rookie. That's what I had it marked down as right there, 9.5. So spot on, either spot on expectations from me or spot on grading from SGC. I guess it depends on perspective. All right, 2 more Devers. This is the Chrome version. So this one I had down as a 9. It received a 9.5 mint plus. So definitely happy with that. Again, I'm very strict, generally speaking, with grading. I have over the years just been more willing to send stuff in. I mean, back in the day with PSA, I would have a ridiculously high gem rate because I was just so unbelievably strict with what I sent in. And now looking back, there's probably a lot of cards I could have sent in that I threw back in the box that most likely would have received 10s. All right, so second Topps Chrome Devers, I had this one down as a 9.5, and it receives a 10, so another half grade bump. Typically, most of them have been a little half grade better than I anticipated, with just those couple vintage cards that were a half grade lower, but beautiful example of a Devers rookie. Guy who could explode, have a monster year, we'll have to see. Got a few of the Chrome Update rookies from Devers, 9.5 mint plus. That is what I had it down for, 9.5 mint plus. 9.5 cards are exceptional, and I like the fact that SGC does the 9.5 because I just think it's warranted with the modern stuff. There's definitely a difference between the 9s and the 10s, and that's why sometimes I look at things and like, listen, this could hold it back from being a 10 from PSA, but it's going to be so much better than what I would consider a typical 9. All right, second Chrome Update Devers received a 10. I had this one down at a 9.5, so right there, real close. Really nice card. Got a Mookie Betts 2017 Topps Chrome Mookie Betts Refractor. Really nice card. Seems like refractors are starting to gain traction in the hobby, at least for superstars and rookie cards. I guess the craze of the silver prisms over there on the Panini side has started to move over a little bit towards refractors, but this Mookie Betts I had down as a 9.5, and it came back a 9.5. What a gorgeous looking card with a nice little shine. Got an Aaron Judge here from 2017 Topps Chrome, 87 Topps Design. Always like this card. Definitely better looking, even though he's in the field, better looking than his base Topps Chrome rookie card / Topps rookie card. One of the least attractive rookie cards, in my opinion, of the popular ones from recent years at least. 9.5 mint plus, and that is what I had it down as, so spot on there. It's a Gleyber Torres from 2018 Topps Chrome, received a 9.5 mint plus. I had this down as a 9, so received a half grade better. And typically I'd say these last couple orders I did with SGC, it does appear that they were fairly strict on stuff. From what I'm finding on these cards, they've been pretty spot on, so I can't really speak for other cards, but I do know a lot of people have mentioned it's been a smaller rate of 10s as compared to either what people expected or what they've typically received in the past. But for me, the modern stuff is actually graded a little better than I anticipated. So, I mean, you can take that for what it's worth. Ozzie Albies from 2018 Topps Chrome Update received a 9.5, had it down as a 9. So, kind of falling in line with most of the cards and what I expected. Here's the Shohei Ohtani 2018 Topps Chrome Update. And that one received a 9.5. So that's what I had it down for, 9.5. The rookie debut here I had down as a 9, and it received a 9.5. And I like this card. Obviously, we'll see how Ohtani bounces back, if he's healthy, if he gets a chance to have a full season hitting. We'll see, but I actually think this is his best looking of the Topps cards, at least when it comes to his flagship / his update. I'd like to see him at the plate there, but it's a rookie debut, 9.5, and I had it down as a 9. This is one that was one of the bigger differences. I actually had this down as a 9. The 2018 Topps Chrome Update, Ronald Acuna Jr., rookie debut. It received a 10. So 10 on the Acuna Jr. And like I said, I was pretty strict on stuff, so this is the only card that I had down as a slam dunk 10. 2018 Topps Chrome Update, Walker Buehler rookie. I had it down as a 10. I said to myself, you know what, there's no way this should not be a 10. Not that I expected a pristine, but if any card in this order would have gotten one, this would have been the one. Just excellent condition all around. I couldn't really find a visual flaw with it. So 10 gem mint on the Walker Buehler, and the other one I had down to receive a 9 or better, and it received a 9.5, so that half grade bump compared to expectations. So happy with that. I got a Gleyber Torres from 2018 Topps Heritage. It's from the high numbers set. I had it down as a 9.5, and it received a 9.5, so that means it has one little thing, whether it's the slightest mark in the paper or perhaps the fact that the centering isn't completely perfect. I don't really remember, but had it down as a 9.5, and that's what it received. And final card is a 1955 Topps Hank Sauer. Another card I got in a set break and just thought, you know what, might as well get it slabbed. Love the vintage stuff, love the old logos. I had this down as receiving a 3.5, and it got a 4. So pretty good overall. Either I did a really good job knowing what SGC would do, or SGC was just spot on to my expectations. But I just thought it would be fun to share with everyone, let you know kind of what I was expecting and how I did. Like I said, overall, I think, the grades were kind of spot on what I expected. You know, half grade variations here or there. I think there was only one card, maybe two, that had a full grade different than I anticipated. So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you enjoyed the order. Feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the order, the different cards, and grading in general. It's crazy how the hobby has just taken off and how grading has become essentially mandatory for everything. I've enjoyed grading for years, and it's fun to see a boom. It's definitely exciting, but at the same time, it's frustrating because now these orders are taking, 2, 3, 4, 6 months to get back, as opposed to for SGC 20, 30 days, and even PSA used to be a month or two. So things are crazy, but you just got to do what you can do. Appreciate you watching as always. Comment below, let me know, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.